Hey guys, Troy here, back with another video today. If you can tell by the title of this video, I've made a pretty drastic move in the soccer card market. And normally, I think I do a pretty good job of having like very informational based videos. And this one will still help you 100%, but I kind of want to also share with you guys my journey, the decisions I'm making, why I'm making those decisions, and that's what this video is about today. And one quick disclaimer before we get into it. Let's get ahead of the comments already. Yes, the smartest thing to do and most safe is always to invest in the GOATs. So if someone was asking me what's the smartest, safest investment strategy, buy Messi and Ronaldo, Pele if you can afford it, and just hold. So let's just get that out of the way before we get the angry typing in the comments. So I know that, but I'm gonna share with you guys why I did decide to sell most, not all, of my vintage soccer cards. So the first reason is because you have to take profits when you get them. I won't share all of it because in general, we're not that type of channel, but one of the big cards I sold was my Messi Mega Cracks PSA 9. And if you can see here, we got a very good price for that. And the reason I had to take that was because I bought that, I think it was 2 months ago, for only 1,000. And it was a similar story with most of my other cards. When you're in a position like that, I don't think you can get too greedy. And sure, I hope that card goes up. I hope the guy who buys it does well. I have plenty of belief that some of the other cards I've sold are gonna go up too, but when you have profits, especially in pretty insane multiples, I honestly would recommend that you guys take at least some profits. Maybe you don't sell every single card you have, and I haven't done that either. I still have some Messi rookies, but I think personally, it'd be a mistake to not at least take some profits. And that plays into something I've said across a lot of my different content, stuff I've heard from people I respect, that 10% compound interest rule. I'm really trying to stick and move. So I'm trying to take that profit on stuff that's already went up and hopefully move it into some other things. And then you just keep rolling it over. And then you can build yourself up a pretty good collection that way, and also a good supply of capital. The second reason is because I'm actually staying in vintage. I'm consolidating a lot of these sales into one of my dream vintage cards. And that card is actually arriving tomorrow. And there's a cool story behind it, so definitely stay tuned. We'll have that video coming out soon. But in general, I would say, kind of going into that, it's better to have, a handful, a couple. I'm not saying put all your money into just 1 or 2 cards, but I would rather have a couple of very nice cards than a ton of, just more average cards. The third reason is because of what we saw as I'm filming this just an hour ago, why I believe in the opportunity that lies with modern so much. Kylian Mbappe, hat trick against Barcelona on one of the biggest stages in the world. And as we're filming, I don't think it's happened yet, but it's already started to begin. On his Prism 2018 stuff, it's already going up. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see it double from where it was just a week ago. And you know what I rolled some of my vintage profit into? Kylian Mbappe, 2018 Prism. And if I hadn't taken my profit and been willing to let go some of this more traditionally stable stuff, I wouldn't have exposure to this. I wouldn't have been able to, also just for fun's sake. I love watching these guys play. I love cheering on these young players. It's exciting, and it also can end up being a pretty good investment for you. And I really do think moments like today are just the beginning. So we saw Mbappe have a moment in the Champions League round of 16. Just wait until the Euros. In my opinion, that's an equal, if not bigger stage. And I think to totally write that off and be like, oh, I'm only gonna stick with what's safe and not be able to potentially capitalize on some of these young players getting really, really hot and having big moments at the Euros, I think is a mistake. And the fourth and final reason is because I know these cards I got rid of, I will be able to see again. I was having a discussion with my friend Tristan. You might remember him from the Sports Cards to House video. Really respect him and what he's been able to do and build in the sports card hobby. And I was talking with him on our Hoops and Hobby podcast. Quick subtle plug in the description. Check that out if you want to see us talk about hoops and the hobby. But he was sharing that he got an $125,000 offer for his KD Exquisite card that he showed in the video. And I asked him, I said, why didn't you sell that? That's a crazy profit. I feel like you kind of just got to take that and be happy. And what he told me is he's parted with some stuff. He's capitalized, for instance, like LeBron James Topps Chrome, that type of thing with this huge boom. But that card in particular, he knew if he sold it, because it's so rare, he wouldn't be able to see it again. So I love the hobby. I have a real attachment to all my cards. And to be clear, it hurt me to get rid of these. But every card I sold, once again, they might go up. I might have to end up paying a little bit more to one day get them back, but there was nothing in there that I got rid of that is just gone forever and I won't be able to find another one of. So as of now, I just felt like I had to take the opportunity to consolidate my sales, take some of this profit, and roll it into some cards that at this exact moment, I really believe in. And I see big things coming for in the next 6 months. I think the soccer market in the next 6 months, there's really starting to be chatter, not just within our hobby, but like outside with Gary Vee type people, how much it's gonna grow in the next 6 months. So to be clear, I think Messi and Ronaldo stuff will go up. I think, honestly, if you ask me, every single card I sold will go up over these next 6 months. I really do think so. So I'm not telling you like get out, sell your Messi and Ronaldo stuff while you still can. I mean, this isn't that type of video anyways. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just sharing what I did and why I did it. But if you were to take any advice away from this video, I would just say, don't discount modern. I think what happened with Mbappe today is just the beginning. So in general, yes, you wanna have a lot of your portfolio in a sense in the GOATs, but don't be afraid to consolidate into some nicer cards of the GOATs and also have some exposure to these younger guys who are proven, like a Haaland or an Mbappe. So I have a ton of big pickups coming. I'm really excited to share those with you guys, and stay tuned. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and we're gonna keep the videos coming. Thanks again.